Hi guys. So today I have for you something a bit more funny. It's funny, not funny, because it's real stupid, and there are many stupid things in the immigration processes in the Czech Republic. So it's not like giving you advice on something concrete, but more like making you think about the Czech immigration system, and if you want to go through it, and if you want to go through it, what to expect. So let's go through it right now. Five most stupid things in the Czech immigration law. Number one, you need to apply at some Czech embassy outside of the Czech Republic only for the documents to be sent back to the Czech Republic for a decision. Number two, you need to have proof of accommodation for at least a year in advance, even though you're not allowed to come to the Czech Republic yet and you don't know when and if your visa will be approved. Number three, decision of your visa application depends on the mood of the officer who's making the decision. Number four, you need to buy health insurance for 2 or 3 years in some cases, even though you don't know if and when your application will be approved. And as you know, I'll get to it later. Number five, you need to pay all the fees in the Czech Republic in stamps. So those were the five stupidest things. I will go through them one by one and always tell you a bit more about them because it's just like so interesting and so funny that I could talk about it for years. So, uh, number one real stupid thing in the Czech immigration system is that you need to apply for your visa or residence permit through some Czech embassy. But the Czech embassy is not allowed to make the decision about your application, and they send all the documents back to the Czech Republic for the decision. So even if you come to Europe under your 90 days visa free allowance or a Schengen visa, short term visa, or whatever, and you want to submit your application, you cannot do it in the Czech Republic. You need to go to some Czech embassy outside of the Czech Republic, submit the application there, and then the embassy takes all your documents and sends them back to the Czech Republic to the Ministry of the Interior who's making the decision. And then the ministry sends the decision back to the embassy and the embassy contacts you. So like why to make it easy if it can be complicated? So number two real stupid thing in the Czech immigration law is a proof of accommodation. For most people, most nationalities in the world cannot come to the Czech Republic without having a valid visa. But they need to have a proof of having accommodation arranged for at least a year in the Czech Republic for the visa application. So you cannot come here, but you still need to prove that you're allowed to live here. So that's another very interesting thing. People usually tend to buy the virtual proof of accommodation for their application, which is in 95% cases it works fine, but it's illegal and I don't recommend doing it. But there's no other way around that. If you're not allowed to come to the Czech Republic, no one will rent you an apartment like online, especially if you're not like American or Australian. But you still need to do it somehow. So I understand that many people do it. I just don't really recommend it because it can get you, the landlord, and even your employer into some serious trouble if the ministry finds out. So, number three real stupid thing about the immigration to the Czech Republic is that the decision often depends on the decision maker and his mood or her mood and how they slept that night and how they ate that morning. Because many things in the law are kind of like vaguely described, that the decision maker can make their own decision in a way, and many of them are not even, I believe they are not even qualified for the job, because I've seen people not being able, like decision makers at the ministry, not being able to count two plus three together. So I don't know, but often it's like that if you submit the application, we've tested that. We had three exactly same applications, three Americans living in the same apartment, applying for the same type of residency, and for all three of them the process was completely different. So it really depends on the mood of the officer. Of course, if you know how to use it, it can be an advantage, but in most cases, it's just unpredictable. So, number four, real stupid thing in the Czech immigration system is that for when you're submitting your application, for example, for a long-term residence permit or for the partnership visa, you need to submit proof of having health insurance for 2 or 3 years in advance for the full validity of the residence permit. You need to now, because of the changes in the immigration law, you need to pay like 50,000 crowns or 75,000 crowns if you're lucky in advance, and you don't even know if the application is going to be approved or not, and if, then when. but you still need to buy it in advance. That's similar as the proof of accommodation I talked about previously. Why it's so, I don't know. And number 5, a real stupid thing about the Czech immigration law is that if you apply for whatever in the Czech Republic at the Ministry of the Interior, you cannot pay the application fee by card. You cannot pay by cash. You need to buy stamps. You need to go to a post office, and if you need to pay like 2,500, you need to buy stamps in the amount of 2,500 crowns, and you need to pay using stamps from the post office and the Czech authorities. This is something like you would expect like 50 years ago. Okay, that makes sense. In a sense, it makes sense now as well because they don't want to deal with cash or they don't want to set up the payment system. And it's just stupid. 21st century, and you need to be bringing stamps from the post office. So those were my 5 real stupid things in the Czech immigration law. I see that there are some people watching. So if you have your own experience, now's the time because this life is kind of short today. I'm outside, so I just decided to do this theme to make it a bit lighter. So either guys, if you have those of you watching, first of all, thank you very much for watching and following my work and everything. I really appreciate it because it shows me that it's important and it's good that I'm doing this. So thank you very much. But now is the time for you. If you want to share your own story, like some crazy thing about the immigration law which you encountered, let me know. Or if you have some questions about the immigration matters, whatever, or just living in the Czech Republic, ask them now, and I'll be happy to answer or help you out a bit. If you, as you know me, if you watch my streams regularly, I do them every Monday, every Thursday, usually around 5:36, around this time, but it slightly depends. So you know that if you don't have any questions, I will be dancing for you. And you also know that I'm not really a good dancer. So if you don't want to see me dancing, please ask some questions or share your stories with the crazy Czech immigration. Otherwise, I'll be dancing. And if no one will be asking questions, of course, then I'll end the stream, and I'll be happy that you watched. And hopefully this was kind of funny, kind of sad, and also hopefully helpful, because if you don't know what to expect when you're going through the Czech immigration, then this can give you a pretty good idea. So I'll wait for like 10 more seconds. If someone will have some questions or want to share a story, let me know. Please do that. Okay. Catharsis Burok. Just wondering why they call foreign ministry, but they don't want to speak English there. Yeah, yeah, that's a good one. That's the same with the foreign police. If you go there and speak English, they will just look at you and like think you're crazy. At the foreign police, actually, that has a reason, because I believe that the people who work at the foreign police, at the immigration section where you need to do your registration, that they go there as a punishment. Everyone needs to go there like once a week for the day or something, and they just don't like it. So some of them are really grumpy. And also, that's a general thing. That's actually a good thing, Catharsis, that you ask this, or that you mentioned this, because I believe that this is a common thing in all Czech authorities, or most of them, the governmental offices, that only, let's say, older people, I don't mean it in a bad way, but people like around 50 or 45, 50, 55 work there. And those people were not taught English or any other language besides Russian at school. So when they started working there, they've been working there for 20 years or something. But when they started working there, the only language they spoke or they were taught at school was Russian. So they don't really speak any other languages. And I believe that young people don't really want to work at those authorities because they pay low. It's just, that's the main reason probably, but it's just, I don't know. I couldn't work in the public, in the governmental sector. So I don't think it's too appealing for young people. So yeah, it's funny that foreign police or the Ministry of the Interior responsible for foreigners doesn't speak English, but that's how it is. But actually, it's getting better because there are so-called intercultural workers who are supposed to bring some more English to those offices, and some of them are pretty good. We actually have one colleague, Adam, now, who used to work at the ministry as the intercultural worker, and he's good. He's good. So baby steps. Moira Crowley, thank you very much for joining. It now costs me more than $2,000 just to apply. It's really not worth it for what you get paid teaching English. Yeah, it's getting yeah, what to say about that? Unfortunately, it's true because the health insurance, especially now, when the government basically made a monopoly for the health insurance, they basically told all the insurance companies from August 2nd, you can no longer sell comprehensive insurance. Only one company we chose will be able to do it. They basically just gave like 800 million a year to one privately owned company. That's important to say. So, yeah, and of course, what you do if you're a monopole, you can increase your prices as you wish. Damn. Yeah, sorry. You can increase your prices as you wish because you have no competition, and foreigners don't have any other option now. They need to go through them. So either they will go through them or they will leave the Czech Republic, and I don't think they care much about that. So unfortunately, it's difficult, and especially if you're teaching English, it used to be kind of okay before COVID because there was a huge demand for English teachers, and you could earn some money. We had some clients who were making kind of decent money as English teachers, like 40,000 crowns a month. But now it's more difficult, and yeah, if you need to pay 50,000 crowns for a health insurance for 2 years and you're making like 25 a month, so you basically spend like 2 months worth just on the health insurance. Yeah. It's a good health insurance. Nah, it's actually not because it's the private one. So yeah, it's stupid. And okay, another one from Qatar is like, I just passed A1 exam, but then they talk to you like you passed B1 check to go there. Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, sorry to hear that. It's kind of also like for the ministry, if some of the people there speak English, but they kind of don't want to do that because if they speak English to you and they don't explain something well, it's their fault because it was their bad English which caused that. But if they speak to you in Czech and you don't understand it well, it's not their fault, it's your fault, and it's way better for them, of course. So it's kind of excuse for them as well that they get their back covered. Yeah, if they speak to you in Czech and you don't understand, it's your fault and not theirs. So unfortunately, it's like that. But I complain about it on one hand. On the other hand, I'm happy that it's like that because that's our business to help people with that, to face the bureaucracy and to help them with the Ministry of the Interior. So I'm kind of not happy about that. On the other hand, I'm kind of happy that it's like that because if everything was like easy, you could do everything online and speak in English, we would have no job. So kind of conflict of interest here for me. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'll be dancing a bit more for you. Fair enough. Yeah, no, it's like that. If it worked perfectly, then we would not be needed. So I'm kind of happy it works like that. It's stupid. Some things are just crazy. I probably do another set of those questions or like the stupid things in the Czech immigration law because there are many of them and it's getting better. I don't know how long have you been here, Katarzys? Like quite a long time, right? So you probably still remember that if you wanted to find out your status of your application at the ministry, you had to go there every Monday morning, and they uploaded an Excel table which you had to download and look for your number. And if it was there, it meant that you were approved. If it wasn't there, you just didn't know if it was denied or still in the process. So now they're doing baby steps and improving the processes. Now you can check the status of the application online. Like I believe it was still like 3 years ago that you had to download the Excel table every Monday and then look it up in the Excel table. So it was 21st century and like doing it like this. So they're doing baby steps and getting better. I also remember that we were starting 10 years ago, and if you didn't get seen that day at the ministry, you were just starting the queue for the next day. That people literally slept there overnight because it was so unorganized and there were so many applicants that you just if you didn't get seen that day, you just had to wait during the whole night. And I spent there nice long hours as well. I remember Daria, a co-owner of Move to Prague. She once spent, I believe, 7 or 8 hours waiting at the ministry with a client, and they even ordered a Chinese food, and they bonded pretty well. So it's getting better at the ministry, but they still have a lot to improve. So yeah, I'm kind of happy I don't have to go through that myself, but I'm kind of sorry for you all that you have to go through that. But on the other hand, I'm happy that we can help you with that we have the experience, the knowledge, and we can help. And I love helping people. So it's on one hand, it's good. Qatar says, I will meet Daria tomorrow. Hope she's nice. Daria is the best. If you're meeting Daria tomorrow, you'll be in the best hands because she's amazing. She's just lovely, knowledgeable. She's expert in the field. So if you're meeting her business wise, like we'll be helping you with something. She's the best you can meet. So no worries. You'll be in the best hands in the company. Yeah. So yeah, guys, of course, you know me from Facebook, but I'm on TikTok, I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, I'm everywhere, LinkedIn. So please follow me there because it really helps. It's this interaction that you just ask some questions or you comment. That's amazing. That's really great, and I'm happy for that. So thank you very much, Catharsis. Thank you as well. Have a great day, and look forward to meeting Daria. Okay, guys, I will be reaching 1,000 followers on TikTok as well. And once I do that, I will be able to do live streams there, which offer more features. So I'll be happy if you follow me on TikTok as well. And I'll be doing more live streams probably randomly during the day, or maybe when I post the new post on TikTok, new video, then I will do live stream after that to reply any questions, because people usually ask me plenty of questions there. It's always better to explain like this in a live stream than just to write the, I don't know how many letters you can write there, how many characters, like 180 or something like Twitter. So it's very difficult to answer there. I do my best, I reply everyone, but it sometimes take time. So it will be better to just interact like this, because TikTok, the live stream offers way better features than Facebook, I believe. So follow me there, and I'll be doing live streams more often there, and I'll be answering your questions, and we'll be happy for your support there. So Gwendolyn, hi, nice to see you. How are you? How's everything with you all? You came to the end of the 5 real stupid things in the Czech Immigration Law, but this recording will be on Facebook, it will be on YouTube, and I'll be sharing pieces of it, the best bits, to TikTok as well, so you can watch it again, because some of the 5 real stupid things are real stupid. So yeah. Okay, guys, if you don't have any more questions or don't want to share any more stories, I'll be ending the live stream. And it was lovely having you here, speaking with you, and see you next time. Bye bye.